r/ask Reddit. What's a food most people hate that you actually like? Broccoli, 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 broccoli. I like it with chicken. I like it by itself. I like it with carrots. I like it in my soup. Mixed in with eggs is nice too. This thread made me realize that I'll eat ducking anything. I was thinking the same thing. I keep thinking, people hate that? Huh. Goat cheese. It's like someone beautifully melded sour cream and cream cheese together in the perfect combo of texture and flavor. Goat's cheese is great. The French know this. Sprouts. In my town there is a sandwich shop that sells a sandwich called the Emerald Aphrodite, and it has turkey, mozzarella, basil pesto, alfalfa sprouts and cucumber. Oh my, I could eat it every day for lunch. Brussels sprouts so good. Back when Brussels sprouts were America's #1 hated vegetable, almost everyone boiled them. Slimy, stinky skunk cabbages. Roasted sprouts are a completely different animal. Grapefruit. Everybody seems to only be able to stand the flavor if they drown it out with a pile of sugar, but I just peel it and eat it like an orange. Maybe it's because I grew up with it, but I really don't get why people hate it so much. It's tradition in my family for a grandparent to give a baby their first bit of grapefruit. Usually we get a hilarious reaction, but not from my second son. He loved it. This reminds me of the first time I gave my daughter a taste of ginger beer. She was very young, just beginning to talk. She took a sip and said, "Hot." There was a pause. Then she said, "More." The one time I've had it, natto. I was out with a bunch of people from Japan, and they just all ordered stuff for the table. Things got passed around. I took a bit of everything, especially if I had no idea what it was. At some point, I asked what the bean dish was and if I could have some more. The table went silent and everyone looked at me like, what did I just hear the white guy say? Umeboshi is another one people were shocked that I enjoyed. Pickled fruit is not too hard to like. I'm the salty sour explosion. I binge eat umeboshi. Raw tomatoes. Very tasty and refreshing. Apparently people have very strong opinions about tomatoes. I could eat grape tomatoes all ducking day. I prefer grape tomatoes for any tomato purpose. They always taste way better. Halva. It was a childhood treat and never knew that it was fairly unique to Eastern European Middle Eastern families. It is so yummy, but none of my friends or husband and kids can stand it. I love halva. I'm not Middle Eastern but I love it. We're the opposite. I grew up with Middle Eastern cuisine but halva makes me gag. Give me nafe or baklava any day, though. Seaweed salad. Salad. I could eat seaweed salad all day. Asparagus. Sauteed with salt and pepper? Heaven. What kind of madman dislikes green asparagus? I don't know about most people, but most people I know hate taro, lychee, and anko, but I can't get enough. Never tried taro or anko but lychees are ducking delicious. Who doesn't like them? People who think the apple plus strawberry plus peach flavor tastes like soap. Seaweed crisps. I love those. When I was a kid, my mom taught these Japanese ladies art out of our home. They would bring Japanese treats for me including teriyaki nori. I loved it. I lived in a not very cosmopolitan area. These women were in our area only because their husbands worked for a Japanese company that had a factory nearby and they would be posted in our city for a year at a time. I would bring it to school and the kids made fun of me for eating seaweed. Their loss. This was the 1980s. So before Japanese culture was in the American zeitgeist. My first grade boyfriend broke up with me because I ate seaweed. Now roasted seaweed snacks are popular. Still love it. I was once told cream cheese icing on a chocolate cake is gross. It's delicious. Cream cheese icing is awesome on anything. Prunes. I need to be stopped from eating as many prunes as I would like to. Life experience is just not a powerful enough teacher. I have a thing for plums. So, my first time grocery shopping as a bachelor, I see a 2-pound bag of dried plums. I ate the hell out of it. Oh boy, I knew about prunes. I just didn't know they were the same thing. Oh man. I did the same thing once in college when I bought snacks for an all-night paper writing session. Dried fruit. I thought, That'll be better for me than the giant bag of fritters I was planning on getting. Look how healthy and adult I am being. I ended up eating half a pound of prunes and about 40 medjool dates, and sometime around 3 AM, the entire world fell out of my ass. Pickles. Also dill pickle chips. Eel. A lot of people find the idea of eating it gross for some reason, though maybe that's just in the US. Unagi rolls are so good. Marzipan. In the USA most people think I'm a weirdo for loving the stuff. Apparently if you weren't introduced as a child it's not very good. Jokes on them. More marzipan for me. Olives. For the longest time I thought I hated the taste of olives so much that my body had a physical reaction to it, but turns out I'm mildly allergic to them and it makes my throat tighten. Black licorice. I had to scroll way too far for this one. I love black licorice, and was stunned to learn that almost everyone hates it. Blackberry jam. The more seeds the better. Is best jam. No, I will not accept any criticism. Braunschweiger. It's like a liverwurst pork sausage. Almost a pate. It's salty, slightly gritty, and doesn't really have an overbearing livery taste. Most people here hate it. Liking this as a kid definitely marked me as the odd one out. That and pickled herring. This is a proper unpopular entry. I just eat lettuce. Like I'll get a head of lettuce and peel off leaves and eat them. Same. Sometimes I want lettuce on a sandwich but I can't fit enough between the two pieces of bread. My solution is so put my sandwich in a bowl, then get an extra bowl for my lettuce. I'll take a bite of sandwich and then shove as much lettuce into my mouth as I can. I have never done this with another human present because I don't want to be judged while I'm enjoying my lettuce. Cilantro. I know some people say it tastes like soap but I can eat it with anything. I feel so lucky not to have the soap gene. I love cilantro. It's so refreshing, and banh mi won't be the same without it. Spam. Papaya. One of my favorite fruits, but I've heard that other people think it tastes similar to puke. Salt and vinegar chips. Crisps for my British friends. My girlfriend had a reaction that I can only describe and primal anger when she saw me eating them. I just kept going. Crunch crunch babe. Coleslaw. I feel like most people hate it. However, when done right, it's amazing. I enjoy eating raw onion. Like if you cut it into rings and whatnot. I'm sure other people like this as well but none that I know. 100% cacao chocolate. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.